As we head into the early rounds at the Ballito Pro, the best surfers in the world have all come down to compete in the first WSL 10,000 qualifying event of the year. Beyrick Vries from Umhlanga Rocks has been in great form at the Ballito Pro, winning every heat on his way through to the round of 16, pulling huge alley-oops and definitely the beach favourite. Beyrick had the whole of Ballito behind him with the Umhlanga Rocks crew and family on the beach making a lot of noise. So Jordy Smith had a couple of great results moving through the rounds. In his first two heats he absolutely dominated, especially with some creative aerial surfing. His round of 48 heat, he almost got knocked out by young Australian Kai Hing. It looked like Jordy was very uncomfortable in that heat, and the second place result would mean a round of 16 matchup with young South African Beyrick Vries.
So on behalf of my Expresso Feel Good family, I felt it my official duty to come check out the vibe down here in Ballito. Of course, the Ballito Pro has been taking place, the world's longest professional surfing competition. It's been causing quite a stir down here in KwaZulu-Natal, and I'm going to kickstart my day of adventure in this baby with a bird's eye view of all the action. And I believe the official lingo down here is, this is going to be gnarly, dudes.
So here we are on the beach in Ballito, and of course you've just been up in the air in Ballito.
Captain Kai, man, what an experience, eh? Being up in the microlight, the air rushing around you, just seeing everything from a bird's eye view, the whole setup on the beach. I mean, the people coming down to support the Ballito Pro, it was fantastic to see. But I think the one thing that really struck me is how beautiful this part of the world is. This is such an awesome coastline. It's clean, the water's beautiful, and if I say this is a true gem in South Africa, I mean that, eh?
Well, that is exactly my thoughts and also the event's thoughts, and we need to protect this beautiful natural coastline, which is why they've got a program here running called Save the Waves.
Basically, this is a recycling and sustainability focus that we've introduced to this year's event. This dolphin is essentially a large recycling bin. By the end of the event, we hope to have filled this dolphin with plastic to actually show how much of it could have ended up in our oceans had we not chosen to recycle.
What an incredible eye-opener and a fantastic campaign, just showing us why we should be looking after our oceans. Now, talking about oceans, let's turn our attention to the surf.
The penultimate day at the Ballito Pro broke with cold weather, roaring winds and light rain, the ocean looking angry as we saw massive waves running down the sandbank. The big heat on everyone's mind was Beyrick Vries up against Jordy Smith, the underdog against his hero in surfing. Boys took to the water and went head to head, score for score and wave for wave. It was the on-form Beyrick Vries taking his first victory ever off of Jordy Smith. Moving through to the quarterfinals, his best result in Ballito, and of course a 20,000 Rand paycheck for the wave of the week from Monster Energy. Every year in Ballito, the top South African surfers are given an opportunity from Monster Energy to express themselves before the finals roll in, and this year was no different, with some of the guys flying the friendly skies above the Ballito beach break to try and win themselves 30,000 Rand for the best maneuver. Some of the standouts, Dylan Lightfoot from Jeffreys Bay with a big tail high air rotation to start things off. We also had young Maddie McGillivray, who won the event last year, doing 2 rotation airs on 1 wave. Shane Sykes was going crazy in the fun waves before the finals. He would just fall short though, as it was once again Beyrick Vries, first with a massive slob air and then getting the grab rail rotational air, which would win him the 30,000 Rand to add to his wave of the week 20k. After a morning jam-packed with action, we finally got to the Ballito Pro finals, and it was two backhand surfers, we call them goofy foots. One from France, Joan and Duru, who had been power surfing his way all to the final. Unfortunately, it would not be enough to take out the young Australian, Connor O'Leary, who put the final nails in the coffin for the title. A massive win for the young Australian, 10,000 points to his tally. He's looking good for qualifying for the championship tour in 2017. It has been a glorious week here in Ballito, summer and winter in Quadakuza. From myself, Captain Kai, and the whole team, it's been amazing bringing you these updates. You have an amazing week, Expresso viewers.